Las Vegas is a food town.
Coming up on Vegas Revealed, we take you inside restaurants on and off the Strip.
The reality is that we like the locals.
From newer restaurants by acclaimed chefs.
Every bourbon steak is designed differently, and we really like them to have a sense of place.
To local spots that you may not know about.
3,000 dumplings a day, 7 days a week. It's been like that since we opened.
Plus, Buddy V has some great restaurants on the Strip, but his bake shop also has people lining up for some sweet treats.
If you give me a blindfold, I could do one blindfolded.
And we'll also tell you what's coming soon.
A special food edition of Vegas Revealed starts now.
Vegas Revealed, presented by Galindo Law, starts now.
Welcome to Vegas Revealed. I'm Sean McAllister.
And I'm Dana Roselli. Well, you have told us that you love to hear about restaurants here in Las Vegas. You love all those food and beverage updates. Well, this episode, we are going to focus on that.
That's right. All half hour, we've compiled some chef interviews and inside looks at restaurants both on and off the Strip.
First, a new interview with celebrity chef, restaurateur, and television personality Fabio Viviani. Chef opened a new restaurant at JW Marriott in Summerlin.
Yeah, this hotel casino property sits off the Strip. It's an elevated dining experience, and we stopped over to check it out.
Well, first of all, welcome to Las Vegas. Why did you choose Las Vegas? We're happy to have you.
Las Vegas chose me. I have spent many days and many nights in Vegas. I learned to appreciate the crowds. I learned to appreciate the burbs and the wonderful restaurant scene that Las Vegas has to offer. And I got a lot of restaurants around the United States, and Las Vegas was on my bucket list. So I'm very happy and humble to have a restaurant in the city. We like the locals. We like to be the gem in the burbs. We like to be the place where you can have loyalty and you can have familiarity and you can call people by their first name. And I want to build something that the local are proud of. That's why we do the things we do. That's why we do the food we do. And that's why we price things the way we do. You know, I don't necessarily want to be the place where I would propose to my soon-to-be wife. I want to be the place that once she said yes, you bring her back 3 times a week. You see what I mean?
That's a great scenario that you just set up there.
Put it out there, you know. Get engaged in the Strip and then come for dinner here.
3 nights a week.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about some of the dishes. Now, I know you really want to emphasize some of the tableside stuff because I think the locals will love this because this is something sometimes you have to go to the Strip for.
Yes, so tableside, it's nothing new. Because tableside, sometime, you have a Caesar salad tableside. Okay, that's cute. But I think it's a Caesar salad. You know, we say you can put a crown on a chicken's head. It's still chicken. You see what I mean? So tableside is a couple of those dishes that we have over here. It's a fettuccine alfredo. Everybody loves a good fettuccine alfredo. Very little people know how it's really made. We show it in front of you. And then we have a wonderful caprese tableside. Because although you had 1,000 caprese in your life, you probably, at least most people haven't, seen how the mozzarella gets made. From cheese curd, boiling water, salted water, the stretching, the pulling, the playing with the cheese. It's all done in front of you, so you get a little bit of the Las Vegas show, and you still get a delicious caprese. The meatballs are made with Wagyu. So we throw the little Las Vegas things, but we keep things traditional.
Can we expect more restaurants from you here in Las Vegas?
2 more inside of this place.
An oyster bar, right?
Yes. So, of course, the pizza counter, so the I Pazzi is the restaurant. I Pazzi Pizza, which I think it's an adorable name, by the way, is the Napolitan-style pizza counter that will be the natural extension of the outdoor portion of the bar. And then after that, we're going to have an oyster bar with a crudo counter. So think about a hybrid between a New Orleans style, pot boil oyster with a combination of sitting on the Italian Riviera, eating Italian crudo, drinking a glass of icy Prosecco.
Wow.
Delicious.
You need to like go around and describe that to everyone. That's amazing coming out of your mouth.
That's what we're doing. Thank you.
Everyone. And you're good TV. I like that.
Do you want me to do the interview? I can ask you a few questions.
Okay.
So, what you gonna eat tonight?
Whatever you make me.
I'll make you whatever you want to do.
And boy, was that delicious.
Yeah, and I've always enjoyed watching Chef Fabio on Top Chef, so having him here in Vegas is pretty cool.
It is. Well, moving now to a restaurant that is opening this fall. We have talked about Voodoo Steak here on Vegas Revealed before. It has an incredible view at the top of the Rio.
Yeah, you really can't beat it. Well, that restaurant is no more, but do not worry, something new is coming very soon. The restaurant is getting a refresh and partnering with acclaimed local chef James Trees. The restaurant will reopen as High Stakes Vegas.
I love the name. High Stakes will revive the classic American steakhouse while modernizing it for the 21st century. We do look forward to that, and you really can't waste that space. It is amazing, and Chef Trees really knows what he's doing, so excited to see it open soon.
Well, in other steakhouse news, there is a new restaurant in Southwest Las Vegas over at Uncommons. It's called Rare Society. This is really popular in Southern California. It's a restaurant by Trust Restaurant Group. It's celebrated for its Santa Maria Ranchero style of grilling.
Yeah, we stopped by for a dinner tasting. It was amazing. We love the vibe in there. It's kind of a vintage upscale dining feel, but also very modern. The beef was super tasty. The seafood tower was fabulous. And the butter cake, well, it was out of this world.
Yeah, this is one of those places where you definitely need to go in knowing that you need to save room for dessert.
True. That cake was really top of the line. I'm not a huge dessert person, so the fact that I loved it so much and finished the whole thing is a big deal. Loved it.
Moving on now, Chef José Andrés has a 6th restaurant in Las Vegas now. It's at the Forum Shops over at Caesar's Palace.
Yeah, we went over to the grand opening. It's called Zaytinya, and the menu includes classical Turkish, Greek, and Lebanese cuisines. On another note, by the way, Chef Andrés' popular restaurant Bazaar Meat that's at Sahara is going to be moving over to the Palazzo at Venetian Las Vegas, so stay tuned for that. It's a very popular restaurant, so I know a lot of people are wondering, and were wondering, where it's going to end up and look forward to it reopening.
Yeah, we hear that's going to be quite the restaurant space, too.
I'll need it.
Well, Chef Michael Mina has opened a bourbon steak right here in Las Vegas. It's located over at the Four Seasons.
Yeah, he has 11 bourbon steak restaurants around the country. The restaurant here is beautiful, and he's an award-winning chef, so you know it's good. Well, earlier this year, we actually sat down with him and talked to him a little bit about the food items that this restaurant has that other bourbon steaks do not.
We have this tomahawk that we burn hay, then put it into a salt crust to make a little salt oven, bake it in the oven, nice and low and slow, and then we flambe it at the table with bourbon. So it's a hay-smoked, salt-baked, bourbon-rubbed tomahawk. Then there's a section on the menu, our caviar section, we want to have a lot of fun with it. You know, there's been a lot of talk about Twinkies lately, and so we thought we'd make a really healthy, beautiful Twinkie, so we make this great cornbread with a yuzu cream in it, and the whole Twinkie is covered with caviar. And then we have a beignet that's stuffed with lobster, a little lobster salad and caviar. So that's kind of our caviar section. Another dish that we wanted to bring back that everyone in Las Vegas had been asking me for is our root beer float. And that root beer float was a lot of fun because it was sassafras ice cream, root beer sorbet, and warm chocolate chip cookies. There's a handful more, and there will be more as we get going.
Dinner is served starting at 5 p.m. until 10, but this restaurant has a gorgeous lounge too, and that opens at 4 p.m.
Just in time for happy hour. I love it. Well, Gordon Ramsay's latest restaurant in Las Vegas is over at the Flamingo. Gordon Ramsay Burger has been a huge hit on the Strip.
It really has. And this newer location has a strip-side patio, too. Sean went over and talked to Chef about the success of his Vegas restaurants and also hopped in the kitchen to make a burger.
We're going to cook because we've interviewed and we've tasted, but I need to get you cooking back on the grill. So I'm going to do a steak burger.
A steak burger, okay.
So this is a beautiful combination of ribeye, chuck, fat, and a little bit of brisket in there as well. We ready?
Delicious.
Let's go.
All right.
After that, you should be saying, yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
Louder.
Yes, chef.
Why are you shouting? What's wrong? Are you okay? Come on, man. Right, burger. Brush the burgers. Let's go. Brush the burger with a little bit of butter, both sides, onto the grill. I'm going to toast the buns lightly. Now flip them on. That's it. Right in the middle where all the heat is. No, flip them over. Camera over the butter. First off. Good. There you go. Now brush the top again. Multitask, my man. Multitask.
Oh my gosh.
When was the last time you cooked a burger?
Well, like this? Never. Are you kidding me? The pressure's on.
Back in. One more baste.
One more baste.
One more baste. And then from there, we come round and then we take them off onto the grill. And now we start the exciting part. We're going to start building this amazing steak burger.
All right.
So you do one and I'll do one, okay?
Sounds good.
And there we go. We have our beautiful, delicious steak burger.
Now, I was filming this interview, and that was my first time actually meeting Gordon Ramsay and having a conversation with him in person, and he is just such a character, exactly what I expected.
Yeah, one of my favorite people for sure. He definitely has that fiery temper and personality, but couldn't be a nicer guy.
Yeah, super nice. Enjoyed it. I got to get over there soon and sit strip side.
Coming up, we go to Southern Highlands and chat with longtime restaurateurs Jenna and Michael Morton at their neighborhood Italian restaurant.
Stay with us. Vegas Revealed. We'll be back right after this.
Monsoon storms are tough, but dealing with your insurance company doesn't have to be. If your home was damaged and your insurance company won't cover the full cost, call Galindo Law. We help Nevada homeowners pursue fair compensation. Call Jonathan Wallner of Galindo Law now for a free claim review at 800-251-1533. That's 800-251-1533.
Welcome back to a special restaurant edition of Vegas Revealed.
That's right. And now let's take you to a neighborhood restaurant, a fairly new Italian spot in Southern Highlands.
Longtime restaurateurs Michael and Jenna Morton opened Nudo Italiano, and we met up with the power couple to talk about why they decided on this location and what to expect. Welcome to Nudo.
You know, we wanted to do our first neighborhood project because we've done everything in the resort corridor for 30 years. And we were actually looking at a different neighborhood up in Summerlin. When we first came across this, I said, no, we're not really interested in Southern Highlands. He said, come and see this. It's a great building. And we looked at it. We started looking around Southern Highlands and said, wow, this is a great part of town. There's very few dining options. And here we are.
We don't have an Italian restaurant right now, and we love Italian, so that's why we did Italian. And our Chef William DeMarco, also is Italian.
Our pizzas are amazing. It's wood burning. We use the UNESCO World Heritage Standard for Neapolitan pizzas. All the breads are made in-house. All the pastas are made in-house. And I know this is kind of like what everybody says, but the menu I think is really solid. But the pizzas and pastas are what speak to me for a great Italian experience.
They certainly know what they are doing.
They certainly do. Nudo, by the way, is at the corner of Cactus and Arville over there in Southern Highlands, just off the 15, so it's easy to get there.
Still to come, from cheesesteaks to dumplings, a few places you may want to try just west of the Las Vegas Strip.
And can you decorate a cake like a boss? We get a cake decorating lesson from none other than Buddy V. Keep it here on Vegas Revealed.
But first, let's head to Fontainebleau, Las Vegas. Locals and Nevada residents, this one's for you.
At the end of the summer season, we have an offer out there for locals to come take advantage of great rates on rooms, offers in the restaurants, our night and day life.
Fontainebleau's Locals Only program is on now through September 30th. To check out all of their deals, visit FontainebleauLasVegas.com and click on Offers.
Monsoon storms are tough, but dealing with your insurance company doesn't have to be. If your home was damaged and your insurance company won't cover the full cost, call Galindo Law. We help Nevada homeowners pursue fair compensation. Call Jonathan Wallner of Galindo Law now for a free claim review at 800-251-1533. That's 800-251-1533.
Welcome back to Vegas Revealed. Well, they serve hundreds of cheesesteaks a day, a couple thousand every week. We're talking about Pop's Philly Steaks on South Decatur.
We had to get over there and try it, and we learned all about the history of this small operation, but we also learned how to order the right way.
Well, we're definitely known for our A-frame building, and we've been here for 23 years. So if you're a local, you most likely know Pops. Pride of Philly Steaks. That's where our acronym Pops comes from. And people started calling us Pops, and we've just been here ever since, known for that authentic Philly cheesesteak.
Well, let's go see how it's done. Okay, so there's a lot of different things you need to know when you order.
You need to know how to order your cheesesteak.
Okay, so how to order.
So when you get up there, your grill master back there, you're gonna tell him, first off, you gotta figure out if you want steak or chicken, and if you want wit or wit out.
Okay, I'm excited to order the fan fave, number 32, wit.
What kind of cheese would you like?
What kind of cheese? I think we want to try the Cheese Whiz. Yeah, Cheese Whiz.
Wit whiz.
Whiz. Wit whiz. Wit whiz.
Let's head to Chinatown, Vegas now. And this really isn't too far from Pop's.
Yeah, Chinatown is a growing area west of the Strip, but booming with almost 200 restaurants. And when you go to Chinatown, one thing you expect are dumplings. So we stopped in to Shanghai Taste, where they make delicious dumplings fresh every day.
All right, going in.
3,000 dumplings a day, 7 days a week. We're busy from the minute we open. There's a wait till we close with a wait. Shanghai Taste is an authentic Shanghainese restaurant. Our only goal since the inception of the concept has been to be authentic, source the best quality products we could get, and have it cooked by skilled chefs. We're having a James Beard nominated chef. We do buy the best stuff we can get, and every single thing about this restaurant is from Shanghai.
I've eaten with people and I said, let's get the dumplings. And they're like, well, what's that?
Sure, well, as an Italian, if you know like a tortellini or even a ravioli, if you imagine a ravioli wrapper and they put our ingredients inside, they close it, and then they steam it, and in 6 minutes it has soup inside. Well, we use Dungeness crab. We go through probably 50 to 60 pounds every day. We use our pork blends for the traditional ones. So our cut, our grind, and the actual pork that we use is specific to us. But basically, they come in here, they order them. We stuff them, like what she's doing right now. Steam them right back there, and then they'll eat them, and that's it.
Now, I've had dumplings before, but never dumplings that had so much flavor.
No, delicious. And you got to poke the top a little to get the steam out so it's not too hot so you can enjoy the dumpling with the soup in there. It was great.
Yeah, it's a pro tip for you when you stop over there to Shanghai Taste. Well, across the street from there is a longtime fixture in Chinatown. It's called Italiano.
Yeah, it's been open for almost 25 years, and they serve authentic Japanese breakfast in the morning, and they are open late with more of a tapas menu. And we do have a full episode on Chinatown on our YouTube page, so if you want to hit the QR code on your screen, go there and hit subscribe while you're there too. But I think you'll enjoy that 25-minute episode where we hop around and check out a bunch of places there.
Yeah, I think we surprised ourselves by how much we could fit in there. Well, switching gears to dessert now. Buddy Valastro, also known as the Cake Boss, he has a bunch of restaurants here in Las Vegas, but he also has Carlo's Bakery over at the Venetian.
Yeah, we took a cake decorating class with him, and boy, it is not easy. It is quite an art.
What is your top tip for me?
You can't
cross the cake until it's completely cold. I mean, it might not look exactly like mine. You guys are ready to rip? Let's do it. It's like a squeeze and pull. Squeeze and pull. Now, we're gonna go to the hard one. Make a little base. Now we're gonna do petals, right? In between and over. You take a little pair of scissors here. Voila. If you give me a blindfold, I could do one blindfolded. My father used to tell me there's nothing in cake decorating that I can't fix.
See, that looks like a beautiful rose from a rose bush. Look at that.
Anybody else need surgery?
You know, Dana, after trying to make those icing flowers on our own, I now understand why Buddy is called the cake boss.
I thought I was going to be so good. I was like, oh, I got this down. It was so hard. He kept having to fix mine. Yeah, it like we said earlier, it is an art form. So, but we did love getting some tips at least from Buddy so that we can improve our flowers.
Yeah, but just like Buddy says, you know, art is in the eye of the beholder. So all decorating is a good thing. Well, there are tons of cakes, desserts, sweets over there at Carlo's Bakery. Be prepared, though. There is usually a line, and it's right across from his Italian restaurant, Buddy V's.
Up next, Fontainebleau is full of many first-to-market restaurants. And you know what? Since the property is still considered new, we're going to give you a full rundown.
Coming up, we talk to the chef of the famed Mother Wolf to find out what we should order. Keep it here on Vegas Revealed. Never miss an episode of Vegas Revealed.
Set your DVR to record new episodes now.
Stay on top of Las Vegas entertainment news, travel trends, buzzworthy interviews, and insider tips. Set your DVR to record Vegas Revealed and never miss an episode. Vegas Revealed, presented by Galindo Law. Weekends on Fox 5.
Or watch anytime.
Set your DVR now.
Call Galindo Law now for a free claim review. 1-800-251-1533.
Welcome back to a special restaurant edition of Vegas Revealed.
Let's head over to the Fontainebleau, Las Vegas now. It's the latest luxury resort on the Strip, and I live close by, so I hit up the restaurants there a lot. Sean, I have had dinner at, you ready for my list?
I'm ready.
Don's Prime, China Club, La Côte, Komodo, Q, and Mother Wolf.
Is that the entire restaurant collection?
I feel like it might be. There's a couple that I haven't hit. I'm looking forward to hitting up Washing Potato soon. But here's the deal. All the restaurants there are great, and a lot of them are like first-timers in Las Vegas. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah, and Mother Wolf is one of them. That's a place that we hear a lot about. Everyone loves it there. We spoke with Chef Evan Funke, and he told us what we should be ordering.
Well, honestly, I built my career on cacio pepe, so you should absolutely go get cacio pepe. One thing I enjoy about Vegas is that it's one of the last bastions for true hospitality, so there's tons of people who really want to work hard in this business, and we're looking forward to serving more locals.
We are so happy he's enjoying Las Vegas. His restaurant is excellent. I think I've eaten there like 3 times. Sometimes I go to the bar. But anyway, his restaurant in LA is known for like being a really hard reservation to get. And really that restaurant at Fontainebleau is becoming that way too. So you got to plan ahead, make your reservation in advance, or sometimes you can get in there if you like sneak in at 5 p.m.
All right. Good insider tip right there. Be there when they unlock the door. Hey, we hope you have enjoyed this half hour and looking at different restaurants on and off the Las Vegas Strip. As always, the restaurant scene is constantly evolving, and we bring you updates here on Vegas Revealed each week. You can also watch on YouTube.
It's been a lot of fun to cover it for you. And like Sean said, you can always check out more episodes on our YouTube channel. You can also follow us on social media.
Have a great one.